Pasha Paroh, YNet 7. Thank you for tuning. The replay. Alright, so you guys know Pasha be busy, right? I'll be busy. I've been doing everything that I suggested you should do, because I told you I was going to do it. So everything's coming, all right? And I'm really excited about what's going on right now. It's a lot of opportunity for you, the global climate, the world, everything. I hope you're in a position where you're able to see the abundance and or make it through the transition, because one way or another we gotta survive, and after that it's gonna get better, right? That's all we can hope for. So listen, this the new section. All right, let me tell you what I decided. Okay, I know we was talking about it on the tarot cards and everything. For those that like tarot, see, to me, I got this going on and it's all connected, right? I got this thing in my head. I can't explain it. Everything's an equation. I see frequencies, right? So what I wanted to do is I was torn between having a bunch of different channels, because the topic appears to be different. When to me it's the same equation, just a different situation, you know what I'm saying? So what I elected to do is to just give you different sections of YNet 7. You see what I'm saying? So I got a new look for you. Let me just take a moment here, because the people that's been rocking with me for a long time, they've been watching the transition, and I appreciate all of you out there. Okay, cause see, I'm doing this for me, but part of my dream, my goal is to be able to help others. So I just appreciate you being there to while I grow and develop this platform for future beneficiaries and yourselves. Okay, so I appreciate your time. Let me give you a look at what I mean here, what I got going on. So this gonna be the new look. I got a little tweak to make and everything, but you know, you're looking at it's the YouTube page. What it's gonna look like is you're gonna come in, and you know, I'll get this up here. I'll get you a little intro video or something. You know what I mean? I'm putting all this together, right? So and then you're gonna have the sections. So you'll be able to come down here, go to tarot files, right? You're gonna be able to come down here and get people out the life vibe sections on the Dr. Hawkins book, Power vs. Force, that we did together. You're gonna be able to come and get your dose of etymology, energies, and the law of attraction. All that's gonna be right here. Stop shop. I mean, you just what you know. You can spend all day. Okay, bring the fam. All right. So what we got now is gonna be the latest section, and for the time being, this will probably be what the complete package of YNet 7 is gonna entail, at least for right now. Invisible for future. You know, I got the music channel. That's so. It was plug Pasha Paroh. Google. Okay. So now, right, what I want you to do is, if you haven't already and you're seeing this for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to the YNet 7, because this is going to be where it's going to be at. What I want you to do is to take that link below and or just key that into Facebook, at least on the groups. Just put in Big Board P.E.P, right? P.E.P, that's the Pasha Exchange Portfolio. All right, the big board, you already know what that is. We talking market and score bats. Right? So, I'll show you real quick, and just so you know what I've been working on for you. You know what I mean? Well, it's 3:26. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. I mean, but I know your life is like this too, because you all about getting it, right? There's nights you be having where there's no sleep, too sleep. Actually, it's more like an hour and 5 minutes. But you know what I mean? We ain't counting that percentage points unless it's on a board. You know what I'm saying? So listen. I was putting this together. You know, I had the idea and I was like, yo, there's no need of waiting. I wanted to get it together because I wanted you guys to be able to take advantage of this going into Monday to start your week. Monday motivation, right? So I put all this together for you. I'm going to bang out this video. Then I might grab a bite because I ain't ate yet, right? All day. And I'm going to come back with the tarot card. So if you into the tarot, just hang around for that or check back a little bit. Pow, pow, pow. Be back with that. All right, so listen. Here's where you need to go on Facebook. All right. So you can see here, this is the name. All right, this is how it shows up. Big Board P.E.P. You know, just like we got in the title here. Just like we got in the title, all right? Put the periods in there. Make sure you put the periods in there because it stands for Pasha Exchange. Okay? We're going to get them, take it back to buying castles in a minute, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting, that's for everybody, you know what I mean? All right, so listen. Let's get back to it. Let me give you another little brief situation and what I envision is. So, come and join this, right? All I require for this is your email address, okay? So I don't care if you're new to trading, if you're, let's get together, let's build this stuff in here for you to come in and you to, you know what I mean? Well, you know, this is entertainment purposes. I'm not no professional. I'm just talking to you like it was like I would pull it up on my phone if we was at the office or whatever at the store, wherever you work, okay? You got the conversation be having, like, oh, let me show you my phone. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. 2020, about to be 20. This is what I've been, I don't know. You know what I mean? Show scores, you pulling up the game last night, looking at this, yo, man, look right here. This is what I be talking about, okay? So I ain't gonna knock you for time and energy and what others may do, but this is what I'm, so I'm giving the people that may not be around me all of the time a chance to still connect all of the time. Okay, like this I'm be doing here, and what I envision is you being able to hear, you know, see what I got going on, community saying about it. Like I just yesterday. So you know, a year from now, it's gonna be on and popping. Like this is what I envision. Right here, get some tips. You know what I mean? I'm no expert. I'm not gonna say that this is for entertainment purpose only. I do not represent any broker, financial anything, or have no sponsorships from any of these companies you're about. It's a greater purpose than that, right? So let me get back over here, and because we graded into all this, don't worry about this. But I think a more in-depth conversation with this group populated, and everybody can come in here and chit chat and their own ideas, even bring this. So why we doing this? Why are we doing this? Because tomorrow's Monday. It's your job. I mean, I'm just right. You don't really want to go to work. See, this ain't. I just grabbed this because when I looked at it made sense to what I was gonna say. So I'll show you real time. You don't really want to go to work. They say, I mean, 5% of people, they say they hate their job. It might be more. It's going down to the job don't. You see what I'm saying? So it's getting to the point where I told people, you know what I mean? What I want people to do is to see change. You know what I mean? I don't hang on to the old way. So if you know the climate is changing, one, that'd be a reason to adapt to news. If you know you could potentially be stuck in your house, you know, for 2 months, and you already know the tap came on toilet paper and there was no more water in the store. I mean, why ain't you got that already? That's cool, but then you get that far with thought. Now, why about how you can actually possibly for yourself, family, never have to leave and never work or never even have a job or business in a typical fashion, right? You do what you want to do. That's freedom. Why? I'm free. Excuse me. That's me personally, right? That's my way. Let's get free. Because talking about, you know, the statistics high because people don't like the boss. You know, they don't like the people they work with. They don't like the type of work they do. They just make a job. They rolled with it and they stuck. They haven't got the next one yet. Man, you gonna commute. You traveling away to work every. What's up with that? You know what I mean? Ain't stagnant to promote you. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on And it's a lot of reasons why people don't like their job, right? So when we gonna do something about it? Why we ain't done nothing about it? Because responsibility. And they feel like it's lack of opportunities. You see what I'm saying? They don't fear the unknown. You see? There's reasons why you stay. You know different than nobody else, right? They got a whole website telling you how you feel. How they don't know you. Okay, so now that we passed that, let's talk about why we here. Let's talk about why you gonna subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about why you gonna go ahead and join that Facebook group, because you tired of being an E. You tired of being an E. I know. It's draining you. It's draining. You know what I mean? Shout out Munzer. Credit for it, right? So listen. You tired of being an E. There's nothing wrong. We just showed you. We just people feel the same way. But how many are? I mean, and when I talk to people, I'll be like, yo, for real. You know, even if you get a better job tomorrow, 6 months, a year later, you won't feel the same way about that job as you do, because it's always good what it do. Just okay. You tired of being an E. Now you like, man, I need to have my own business. I need to be self-employed. So you wanna, you know what I mean? You wanna get down to the S. You think that's gonna make you feel better, right? Again, when it's new, it's fresh, it always looks good. So your problem with the E, which you had all this hard, was no security, you had no time to yourself. You gotta go into work, hour each way. If you 8 hours, that's 10. You're away from the family. They miss you. You can't invest with them 10 a day. They tell you you're supposed to sleep 8. What you got left? You didn't do all week. You ain't got no time left. You tired. You drained, and you wonder why you frustrated, upset, and everything irritates you. You have a conversation with a person that's trying to bring you trying to laugh. So you hear it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to the plays. Don't worry. Look, we're gonna get to the plays. Don't worry. Stay with me for a second, because since one, I'm giving you the breakdown of how we got here. At least how here. You might feel just like me. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's sport for you. Whatever. But if you were game, then we gonna talk about the plays, player. All right. So listen. Self-employed, right? Now you gonna go into business. You got business off the ground. I mean, some of them, you got a little size, and you trying to manage that with your job, and now you on the bottom left. You drained than you were before. Supposed to get back. Well, it might be the road. All right, so you like, look, problem with being employed is all the work. Self-employed. You got to do all the work. So now you just be the business owner. You're moving up into what they call the passive income, right? So you own and people work for you now. You still dependent on other people. That's just how I look at it. Trust issues. You gotta trust in this person to do it. You know, you gotta trust they ain't gonna get on your nerves, or else you ain't gonna want them around no more, just like your ex. I mean, it's a whole bunch of like tendencies still there, right? Okay. Well, when you reach the level of investor, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say you don't have it. I ain't gonna tell you how to live your personal life. That easy work, that stability, that spirit of reality, because you just throwing the money out, right? Then, while everybody else working all the hours you might have done to get to this point, but this is the fork in the road. See, you got choice. I'm taking this time. That was the first one. I'm taking this time. The intros won't be this long at all for the rest of them going forward. We're gonna go right in, but I'm taking this time because people need to understand. This is important, because I hear people talking about all the time on their kids. You know what? I'm not gonna comment on that, but I tell you what, if it's this generation in my family, that every generation hereafter don't ever have to worry about nothing, that sacrifice worth it to me. That means my value to the world, or value to the few. So you gotta decide what's right for you. What's your destination? Where are you trying? I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'm just a t-shirt with a pocket. I'm home. I'm chilling. Got my going, because I be staring at the screen. Not that I gotta explain it to you, but I be staring at the screen. You see what I'm saying? Function. Form over function. Function over form. You decide. This is what it's about. You working, instead of buying all them Nikes, whatever it is, your thing, buy some and put. I'm not gonna tell you how to get here. Put them together. Do something so it works for you. You know what I'm saying? Frees you up. That frees you up, and then you get to the point where you got plenty of down here bottom. Now you got there freedom. You actually leave behind freedom. You know what I mean? Like some people I'm gonna leave a house. The kids don't want a house. most time when they get the house, to afford it or keep it, so they wind up selling it, and it leaves the fit anyway. So you just wasted your whole life trying to leave behind something they ain't even gonna keep. So I'm working for it. I don't know, cause I be scrolling down Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for people that got the same destination as me. Be over there on that page. We're gonna be building. I'm not saying I don't laugh, I don't tell a joke here and there, but I ain't focused on being funny. Okay? I'm not here for you to like me. I'm Pasha. I'm General Great House. I'm Paroh Quarter Woo Dead. Great House, distinguished, restored. We build you, us, the body. Okay? That's what I'm for. That's what every breath for me is about. You know what I'm saying? I had these moments where, and then we'll get started with the presentation. I had these moments. I'll share a little bit about me. I just know the truth about myself, so I don't question how that could affect other people depending on where they're at. But I have this thing where I go in at patience. I don't have patience. Like, after so long, I didn't give people a chance, and I started trying working. And then after working on my patience, I'm reminded why I don't have to, because I'm holding myself back, being patient for others at times, and I got myself, right? Maybe you're going through the same situation. I just have different gears, and right now I'm trying to lock it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm next to high, and with that on the table, I mean, let's talk about some EV situation here, because I want y'all to check out Romeo Power. All right? Now these are my moves. You know what I'm saying? This is my move. Everything I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm thinking. I ain't got nothing. If I got something in it, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like I'm not. This is me and you. Okay. So I got into this. Before we get into that, right? Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me show you what's going on with them. All right. Romeo Power. Okay. Now they're great merge with RMG, which is a SPAC. You know what I'm saying? Special Corporation. Basically, it's like a company that exists to acquire other companies and go ahead and make that money with them. You know what I mean? So this is going to be an easy route for them to go public. So this right here, Romeo Power, is advanced, as you can see here, advanced battery, you know, electric vehicle, right? Excuse me. So all of these EVs, electric vehicles, are being battery. You saying? So they got a lot of good contracts. They're in with a lot of good people already. See? So if you want to come in here, you know, they raised, you know, the last thing it's got here is they raised $384 million through business combination, right? Recent activity, you got some announcements. What I like about their high capacity battery, real quick. Now look at this. The potential here. A few of you truck drivers out here, they talking about the working voltage. You can get a detail. I'll bore you for it because I get excited into this. I'm trying to excite y'all, but they got Class 8 vehicles, all in their situations, right? Now see, this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? The tech is already there. Deals. Okay, look, all these vehicles right here, they all potentially could accept this product. Some safety you about, you know what I'm saying, etc. Right? So feel free to look them over, but let's get back to the art, right? So none that was going on with the EV sector. I pulled out this across this, and I got in when they were 11.49. Locked in some profits at 16.15. The chart is there behind for them as of like Friday, which, you know, the market was, so it ain't no difference besides the after hours. But I took out so I locked in some profits, and then I think there's still more growth, but I'm looking at that climb and I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, because that's a huge acceleration, and I need to see what happens, you know, first part of next week to determine where the price action is going, and see if it be a pullback or you know, if it's going to keep climbing. So I got I put a smaller position at 16.22, you know, in case there is a pullback. You know what I'm saying? Really looking for maybe additional gains there. Okay, So the next one I got for you, right, is something else I'm already in, and then I'm telling you I'm great. Hop in real quick and see how it play out next week. So that's coming up. This one you might have already heard about is ChargePoint. It had a rough, but I'm gonna tell you, look, man. Hey, let's take a look at because every all these EVs, you might already know about Neo. For a minute, I think I got it in the 30s. I put that in that, and it's in the mid 50s right now, so it's doing well. You know what I mean? So ChargePoint is gonna be popping no matter who win the EV war, no matter if it's or I mean, we ain't got Neo here yet, but if it's, so is you driving, if it's in the E market, ChargePoint stands to get. So what they're gonna be doing is all people run business, because you can buy their charging stations and put them out front. If you got a big business, you stations for your own business, and of course, place you can get them and put them out when you drive an EV home, you up in your garage. You know what I'm saying? So they got the market on lock in the U.S. and they are spreading worldwide. They in Africa, they in other places of the world already. We got like a 73% market captured already in North America, period. Now they got some room to, because a lot of that, if you look at the percentage of their charges, they're not all like the super fasters. And some companies that are smaller has a larger percentage. Like they only got 100 stations and they got 70 is new stuff. But ChargePoint has 130,000. You see what I'm saying? They have a small percentage, so don't get confused there. I'll let you know that they do have a small percentage in comparison to it. But what they do is they got a money making scheme, because get the lick they pulling is we gotta sell you and we gotta charge you a subscription fee. That's the new trend right now in all the businesses. So they gonna the charging station to either the job work at, the business you own, or you at home. And they're gonna charge you a monthly subscription for the software quote. So they're gonna get it up front, and then they're gonna keep getting it, just like your cell phone company. You know what I'm saying? Now, something that happened recently with them is Apple. The thing with Apple, the contract with them, that all their charging points, you see that like on the phone, or maybe you can't see it. Let me check. My head may be in the way. Yeah, my head in the way a little bit. Don't worry, I got you. I just knew we gonna work. See that on the phone there? So they got a little thing that all the little charge stations, it's gonna be like the new gas station for electric. All the little gas stations show up, and they got the app from them, but then it's also got the contract CarPlay, so it'll be able to come up on your car everywhere. So, don't just do anybody. This company is gonna blow the next years. Now, by all means, you gotta decide what kind of investor you are. Are you want to get something, and then you're hard work and you're happy life, and you want 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years later, and hopefully it done grown for you. You want to set it and fit. That might be your thing. You want to game a little bit. You want to try and ride it up and down. You want to come in and check it every. You got to decide that for yourself. Right? I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So now that you know a little bit about ChargePoint, I was in at, well, let's say I got 1780, right? And chart. I'm watching it grow. It's got some days that it fall a little bit. That, and I'm getting to the point now where when you not know what you're doing, but practice. Don't be afraid to when you was in high school, right? I don't know. I won a couple stock market competitions, and I did well in my early 20s, and then just throw in a mutual fund. You forget, whatever. You pull it out. You lose your job. Whatever happens in life, stuff happens. If you are some experienced, or you're a total professional, whatever your skill level is, cool. But start it might emulate that high school stock market edition, and just work with your ideas before you start putting your money. Stay safe. Stay safe out here. You know what I'm saying? So what it was for me, this one, right when I'm right there, I was like, oh, this is, and I was in at 1780, and I locked in the profits at 4003. And that was when this pullback happened. It dropped down like $33. Not bad. It's not a bad thing if you was looking to come back 10 years later where your money done piled up, because it's on its way up. Hopefully it keeps going up over time. And if that's what you want to do, is set it and forget it. See, I like to try and maximize space. So and then watching to see when I thought it was going to turn back, I actually jumped back in with a smaller position, because now it's volatile. It's a little volatile than it was for me a couple weeks ago. So I'm watching to see when the trend stabilizes and continues up. That's what I'm doing. All right, so I came back in with a smaller position at 35. Now if it goes back to 40, I don't an extra $5 a share from not just letting it ride. You see what I'm saying? All right, so that's my play on switchback, which is the spec for ChargePoint, and we're gonna get to the next one. Okay, so they're merged to ChargePoint. So now the next one's what I wanted to look into for Monday. See, looking at. All right, now this one is also energy because American, you know, I don't American. They got a new coming in, quote unquote, and they're all about energy. So the timing of this is great. I was doing some research and I came across this company, and let's see here. All right, give me a second. Here you go. So I came across this company here, right? And you know what they're doing is they got hydrogen fuel systems that uses hydrogen to create power and or other electricity, heating and cooling, high purity hydrogen, whatever it is you try to do. They have a much cleaner, unique way of doing it, and it's catching on. So the thing is, for me, you want to check this what they like. So kind of carbonated shore source products, fuel energy. I mean, let's see what they got. Services, because they got like 50 plants. You know what I mean? Already, they can put this right out, like you work, and it'll power up your. It'll be like a generator almost, I guess, in some applications, and in some applications, actually producing stuff for them. I don't want to confuse people or get them turned off because they do or don't know everything. Look at the things, but here's how they're at. So by all means, your own research. So I see that it had a spike and then it came back down. But what I like about this is it came back down, but it didn't too low. It's where it was trending to. It would have been if whatever bump up didn't happen, maybe it got some extra attention, whatever. Maybe the volume was crazy today, so that little period of time, so it definitely pushed it up. And then people probably just locked out their profits, and it fell down a little bit. So, but it didn't collapse. It returned back to its trending line. So I like that fact. And now if you look towards the end there on the right, it's currently at 958, right? So it's actually sitting above I put on there. So I'm looking at that as like it's probably it could fall again, right? Nothing, can't predict it. So get used to this game before you jump in it. But by all means, don't do this because I said to. I'm telling you what I do. This for you. You know what I mean? If you want to research, this, you're responsible for you. So I'm looking at it like, of course, it could fall, but I think it's gonna have an upward trajectory over time. So I'm gonna put a small position in it on Monday, and I lost, and I'm expecting to capture. I think I'm gonna capture at least 70 cents a share. And if it climbs a little more, then great, bonus. You know what I'm saying? Set yourself a goal and then make a plan to get to your goal. All right. So so enjoy that when you look that up, right? FuelCell Energy, decide what you want to do with it. I think it's got some potential, especially over the next few weeks. Okay. But I'm looking to get it, see what it do, capture something, and then observe. You know what I mean? Stick and move. All right, so now hold on. Let me get my place. So, decide what's best for you. This is gonna be the new look. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right. Remember why you're here. Check those plays out. So you might want to get into something like FuelCell. Right now, it got some uncertainty because everything's got uncertainty. I'm gonna put up in a small position in. I'm gonna capture like 70 cents share because right. That's where I was at. Make yourself, and then make yourself a plan to get to that goal, right? Because a lot of the fear, I think, comes from uncertainty. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're trying to manage your risk, and that's where people get in there. Well, let's do the least amount possible, or let's do the long term thing. That's cool, you know, but you don't know what's gonna happen the longer you leave it in there. So remember, grab this book. You know what I mean? Let's build. Let's talk. I want to hear some of your ideas, see what you got going on. You know, and decide who you are as an investor, what works best for you. Maybe play long, which is getting up. Maybe want to play down, which is when it falls. Is actually for shorts. You can buy, or you could actually sell, and then expect drop, and then return. Look into what you want to do. Okay, make money even when it's falling down. You can when it's going up. So you know, I'm not in the forex, but I know some forexers. They're having a bump. So you know, decide what you want to get to, but the opportunity is there. Okay, join the group. Let's talk about big board pep talks, right? P.E.P. Pasha Portfolio on YNet 7. Thank you. The replay.